Many of the questions we had coming into the season have been answered.
Oh, no question, B.A. But it's still a long way to go. We know how much can change over the course of a season, so I wouldn't be surprised if a contender or two has yet to emerge.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Patrick Mills out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then it's Jock Landale. And it's Exum in at the 3.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Back to Giddey. Mills with a screen on Fournier. From deep, Giddey fires in the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Rizachet. Here's Sarr. Right side, Wembanyama. The bank shot, no good. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Landale, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
What an excellent passer from the small forward position. Joe Ingles does such a great job setting up his teammates.
Here's Sarr, beyond the arc, on target from range.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
And it's Giddey missing. Gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Wembanyama, pass to Sarr. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Big man coming through. I love seeing Sarr punch it home like this.
Outside Giddey from downtown gets the 3 to fall. Giddey's got 6 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Hayes. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
Pass to Ingles. Mills with it. Outside Giddey. And that one drops. And it comes off an assist from Ingles. Give him 8 points now. Gone 4 of 5 so far. Looking sharp. Here's Sarr. On the wing, Fournier. The 3 from Rizachet. Connects from downtown.
Yeah, good mechanics and a high release. Rizachet's shot is pretty refined and ready for quick attacks like this.
Giddey finds Mills. Outside, Ingles. Outside Mills. Pass to Giddey. 5 on the clock. Tries it from the top of the key, and he hits the jump shot.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
Wembanyama, pass to Fournier. Here's Rizachet. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Landale. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Outside Mills. Pass to Ingles. Giddey with it. Over Fournier. And it's Giddey missing. Wembanyama scanning the floor. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. These are his first free throws of the game. Free throw good, Wembanyama. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Launches it from deep. Oh, it's good! He hit it!
Great shot! Oh, what a miraculous shot. He's going to remember that one.
Listen,
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Up by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Some good action already in this one. but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
We've got Bilal Koulibaly. He's out there with Risache. Nicholas Batum out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Yabusele in at the 4. We've got Aaron Baines, Dyson Daniels out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Joe Ingles, and it's Green in at the 3. Pass to Risache. Fires from deep. Ben Simmons grabs the board. Risache's gone 1 for 3 on the night. Risache out there with Bilal Koulibaly. Then there's Nicholas Batum. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's Yabusele in at the 4 spot. Outside, Green. Back to Daniels. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Risache.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
We've got Dyson Daniels. Joe Ingles is out there with Josh Green. Then it's Ben Simmons, and it's Baines in at the center position, locking down the middle. Daniels misses. Koulibaly with it, picked up by Simmons. Now here's Koulibaly. He's closely guarded. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point because when you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defensively, protect the rim. Be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from 3. I mean, big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game.
Giddey finds Simmons. On the wing, Green launches it, sends it home from three-point land.
This is what Ben Simmons does, guys. If someone's open, he will find him.
A minute 53 left to play in the second quarter. Wembanyama pass to Sarr, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future. A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
Sarr using all of his length and athleticism to tell this league that he has arrived.
Gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Landale with a screen. And that one's good. Giddey. Giddey's got 12 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Now, Nick Batum does pre-shot preparation. So on the catch, he is ready to rise and fire.
Simmons, the pass to Landale. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Green. Outside Giddey.
Listen, he's going to get stronger, but you talk about guile and the willingness to battle down low. Josh Giddey is more than up to the task.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Josh Giddey.
Both free throws good from Giddey. There's 21 seconds left in the second period. Mills against Hayes. Pass to Fournier. Now here's Wembanyama. 4 seconds left, and they pick up 2. He has 6.
And he can get that shot anytime. He really can shoot over almost anyone.
You want that mid-range game in your arsenal. You can't just be about threes and dunks. Sometimes this is a key shot.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Up by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
New topic. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Sarr out there with Wembanyama. Then there's Hayes. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Risacher in at the 3, the small forward. They've got Joe Ingles. Patrick Mills out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Dante Exum. And it's Landale in at the 5, down low. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Shooting at a very efficient 67%. Throws it up high. Oh, Wemby finishing off the lob from way up there.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Exum outside. Lots of room. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to review the game plan. All right, let's bring up a leaderboard. Shooting guards leading the way in steals over the past 10 games. Josh Giddey is second.
The overall quickness of these guys is just flat out incredible. I mean, quick feet, quick hands. That's why they're effective perimeter defenders.
Effective doesn't begin to describe this crew. Their defensive skills are game-changing, and it isn't just the steals. It's the ability they have to get in their opponents' heads and force them into bad decisions.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Pass to Wembanyama. The fader. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Wembanyama's got 10 points in the game. Outside, Ingles. Exum outside. And here's Mills from the arc. Knocks down the triple. Mills has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Amongst the best in the league once he gets in rhythm. And in a catch and shoot, that's Patty's game to a T.
Hayes with a screen. Here's Risacher. Right now averaging 6 a game. 4 on the clock. Pass to Wembanyama. Hayes for 3. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 4th assist with that last one. Outside, Ingles. Outside, Giddey. Driving to the basket, and the shot goes down. 18 points for him.
To me, it's the ability to facilitate that enhances Josh Giddey as a scorer. You've got to play him for both, and right now he's cooking the defense.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Both teams deciding to change it up. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Outside Coulibaly. To the inside. Yabusele, look that.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Mills, the pass to Simmons. Pass to Daniels. Outside, Green. Here's Daniels. Just 5 to shoot. From behind the arc. Batum pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Kept alive. Knocked loose. Here's Daniels, defended by Gobert.
One of the best to do it. Gobert adds another block to that career total.
Outside Koulibaly. From outside the arc. He's off on that one. With 1 on the clock. That shot, no good. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Up by 2. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Shooting at a fantastic 68% from the floor. We've got Nicholas Batum. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bilal Koulibaly. And it's Jang in at the 1. Back to Batum. Shoots over Thibault. Batum's shot is off. Shooting the rock at 58%. Thibault passes to Daniels. Back to Thibault. To the middle. Knocks it loose. Simmons. And it's in there.
That's a big-time finish by Ben Simmons. With that frame, sometimes he makes that look easy.
Here's Jang. And he lobs it up top. Hammers the lob through.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch. Great flush. Here's Daniels. Pass to Simmons. With the fadeaway. Count that bucket. Simmons has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Simmons' guys always encouraging him to fire from the mid-range. Nice delivery there.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Okay, a little bit of a heat check for the rookie. Risa Shea feeling confident.
Landale, the pass to Ingles. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Gets the bucket and the foul. That's on Joe Ingles.
Well, Sarr is already used to attracting defensive contact, and this time he manages to finish right through it.
And the free throw, no good. Here's the teardrop. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. First one falls for him.
Guys, we have seen a number of high-caliber players from Australia. Josh Giddey adding to the reputation of the country. This guy is long, he's versatile, and he's skilled. Now, this guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
Hayes, the pass to Sarr. Pass to Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from 3-point range. Outside Giddey. Here's Landale. Outside Mills. From deep. Nails it from 3.
My goodness, Patty Mills so aggressive if he gets a look from 3. Even from that distance, folks, he is quite confident.
Here's Wembanyama. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
With the crossover. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hayes, the pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama with the easy 2.
This demonstrates leadership. Victor wanting to be the guy to make the big shot.
Giddey against Fournier. And the shot goes. Giddey's got 4 points this quarter.
Wow, Josh Giddey might be young, folks, but a fearless big-time bucket right there.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Sarr. This one for 3. And nails the tray.
Yeah, he did it in France, and he'll do it here too. Sarr showing no hesitation being a rookie.
There's 49 seconds left in the game. Giddey into the lane. Yes! What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3.
That is a big one, folks. Giddey gives them exactly what they need when they need it.
The jump hook. Oh, he nails it.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever. And looking for a quick bucket here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. "29 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Giddey. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Oh, my goodness, Josh Giddey in a big-time moment decides to knock it down.
That's exactly what this team needs right now, completing the and one.
And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul, second team foul.
There's 25 seconds left in the game. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul, third team foul. At the line for 2, Julian Hayes.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Showing great confidence from the line. That makes this a 2-possession game.
Here's Giddey.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Giddey finds Mills. Now Giddey. Fournier covering. Outside Mills. Oh, gets the 3 to fall.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
And right now, neither side can get a stop. Looks like both coaches will have plenty of material for the film room.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Third personal foul, fifth team foul. At the line for the opposing team.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
2 shots.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
And so they get the victory here at home. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
Down the stretch of the season?
Well, I like the battle for playoff positioning and seeding. I think home court is really, really important, especially, Kevin, and you've done a lot of them. When you get to Game 7 in a series, you want that on your home floor.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Shot clock at 6. Here's Doncic. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber.
Murray outside. Pass to Olynyk. Outside, Barrett. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And what a basket by Barrett, looking unafraid to take on these difficult challenges down low.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla. Undoubtedly, their defensive focus is trying to limit Luka Doncic. Coach told me Luka is a great player who impacts the game on so many levels. No one has been able to shut him down. We just need to play with physicality and make him work for everything. We'll see how they handle one of the toughest matchups in the NBA. Guys?
Thank you, David. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. To the inside, Doncic.
Oh, from ultra close range, Doncic.
Doncic has gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Pass to Wiles. Olynyk up top. Now Barrett. Shot clock at 5. Releases. Chanchar grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Count it.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities or he's going to burn you.
Murray the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. A minute 42 left here in the first quarter. Lyles hits a screen from Murray. Traps in the tray.
Well, that's why you got to get out on Murray if you're the defense. He absolutely has this kind of range.
Pass to Doncic. Yep, that one goes. Doncic has got 8 points.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Dort, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Murray the pass to Barrett. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Pass to Doncic. Good on the triple. He's got 11.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Outside, Barrett. Lyles with it. Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, we all know Murray is a shooter. But look out. He can finish, too.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, no one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Buries it from three-point range.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Now Murray. He's got 5. Outside, Barrett. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Barrett's got his second basket of the night.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that...
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Leading by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Shoots from 12. Land soft on the front of the rim. Gilgeous-Alexander. The layup missed.
That's not the type very often.
Pass to Dragic. There's the pick. That is his first foul of the game.
First.
5 to shoot. Here's Toby. He's covered by Clark. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Dragic against Barrett. Dragic gets the bucket. Dragic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the run. Bucket is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his first 2 points of the night.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
The baseline J. Rebound by Olynyk. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. Pass to Brooks. Olynyk sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets the three fly. And Olynyk with the basket on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
We've seen Olynyk do this for over a decade. Stretch the floor with his shooting.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Both teams will make substitutions. And now let's take a look at a breakdown of this season's best rebounding point guards. Number 1, Luka Doncic. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is second.
And it may not be the first thing you think about, but if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, their rebounding, that nose for the basketball is a big part of their game.
Yeah, and it speaks to how well-rounded a lot of today's point guards are. It's not just about orchestrating, it's about doing the dirty work, too.
Shots good by Lyons.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Doncic kicks to Dragic. To the left wing. 1:03 left here in the second. The three for Doncic. It's hauled in by Lyle.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
In the corner, Murray with it. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. The 3-ball from Doncic.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Murray the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from deep. Murray, no good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Whistle blows, bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
On the free throw, no good. Gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Olynyk dishes to Murray. Miles a screen on Doncic. Hits the 3-point bomb. Murray's got 8.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They're up by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Came in on a mission, he's destroying people. Even when they run 2 at him. They could have run 5 at him, Shaq, and he'd still...
And now as the season... And that concludes...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they threw up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
You've got R.J. Barrett. Trey Lyles out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Murray in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Pass to Lyles. Murray outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 11.
Yeah, and this is an area over his career where Jamal Murray has really improved that 3-point shooting.
The 3 for Doncic. Not giving an inch. Doncic.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Barrett. Pass to Murray from outside the arc. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Luka Doncic. First in assists, and ranking among the top 5 league-wide in 3-point percentage. You have to consider him among the elite shooters in the NBA.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Jacks up a 3. That's down the hatch. Knocks 1 more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players, and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And a steady presence out there. Gilgeous-Alexander keeps his cool when the shot clock's running down.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Back to Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
All free throws good from Doncic.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Pass to Brooks. And here's Barrett. Clark, a screen on Doncic. To the middle. And slam dunk by Clark.
A real challenge to guard in pick and rolls. Barrett's size and ability to distribute the rock is elite.
Doncic against Barrett. And that's good. Luka Doncic for 3. Doncic has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And there's an aggression to Murray's game, willing to battle there for the bucket.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. To the paint. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Barrett. Clark outside. In the corner, Murray with it. Three-pointer. No good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Up by 1. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th.
Well, what I want to know, where is the communication defensively?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Down low. And that one's good. Gilgeous Alexander.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Dragic left side. And it falls over the rim and in.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen. It doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Thanks, David.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Chanchar. And here's Doncic from the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball. Doncic has got 31.
And Doncic used to creating kind of a luxury for him to simply catch and shoot.
Gilgeous Alexander.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Doncic looking it over. Forcing his way inside. Doncic.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, well, he is almost unguardable.
The shot's good from Gilgeous Alexander.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
On the wing, Doncic. Gilgeous Alexander cover. Doncic outside. Baseline jumper. Rebound by Olynyk. Gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's in there. Murray with the assist. 12 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Doncic. Doncic muscles past the defense.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander doesn't go for it. And that's an intentional foul.
Kelly Olynyk. First personal foul. First team foul.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Excellent anticipation there to come away with the steal.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Doncic. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
"15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Doncic outside.
Got it! Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building. Thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Too early in the season to try and forecast where teams are going to end up?
You know, BA, yes and no. I think we have a handful of teams whose fates might already be determined, but we always have a couple of surprise teams that come out of nowhere. That's what makes the season so much fun to watch.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Here's Larkin. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Now here's Smith. There's the screen. Clock at 6. Pass to Šarić. The three. It doesn't go for him. Şengün against Šarić. And Şengün gets it to go.
Just a menace around the bucket. Şengün is so hard to stop down low.
Now here's Smith. Here's Hezonja. Pass to Smith. For three. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
He was gripping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. To the wing on the left. Šarić outside. Pass to Smith. Zubac screen. Inside. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
That's a nice opportunity for Zubac, and he cashes in.
Gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. To the left wing. 1:36 left to play in the first. They set the pick. Top of the key. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. So it's the home team now. Pass to Hezonja. Smith outside. And here's Zubac, defended by Şengün. And here's Zubac. From deep three-point land. It's not going to go for him. Gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. 46 seconds left in the first. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Now here's Šarić, tightly guarded. Let's go with a three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Larkin. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Şengün. Here's Baberovic. Tipped. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
From the arc. Sinks the tray.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Jacks up a 3. He drops it from range.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Šarić. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. He has 6.
Reliable approach, getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. The 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
11 feet out, connects, the jumper drops.
2 teammates connecting right there, slick feed.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Down low. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, I could settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that. This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the 3.
2 minutes.
And Chauncey Billups calls time out here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
A comeback like that one, so late in the game against a tough opponent, I doubt anybody saw that one coming.
There's a minute 59 left to play in the half. Pass to Perkichin. For 3, Smith drains the triple. Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Yep, that one's good. Gotten off to a perfect 4 for 4 start of the second. 1:16 left in the first half. Here's Perkichin. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
There's the triple. Drops in the 3. He's got 13.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
To the right side. Smith right side. Pass to Azonia. Zubac screen. 5 to shoot. Here's Azonia. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. It's rebounded by Zubac. Gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Here's Azonia. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
No good with the triple. And that concludes the first half. Up by 6. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man.
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the home team.
We often talk about efficiency.
And that is going to do it for...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Shooting an out-of-this-world 77%. We've got Ivica Zubac, Smith out there with Dario Saric, and it's Hazonia in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. Saric covers. Count it, and one! He'll have a chance at a three-point play. It's on Dario Saric.
First team foul.
Over to the wing. Pass to Hazonia. Lets it go from deep. Not going to go that time.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
Smith outside. Pass to Saric. Clock at 4. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. He has 7. And if you're just joining us, we play just over a minute here in the third. Now here's Şengün. That one's good. This game is all even. Şengün's got 5 points in the quarter.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And for all the purists, here's a look at the best free throw shooting teams from the stripe this year.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
Zubac passes to Saric. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Saric a screen. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Pass to Larkin. Now Şengün. He's guarded by Zubac. Here's Larkin. He's scoreless. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. A minute 31 left in the third. Covered by Smith. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Here's Hazonia. Here's Zubac. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
That's what Zubac is here for, making plays in the trenches.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Korkmaz. Here's Larkin. And here's Şengün. Can they get it? No luck on that one.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Picked by Smith. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Shooting a fantastic 57%. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. On target from about 13 feet. Şengün's got 9 points. gone 4 of 8 in the third. To the paint. Releases. Smith no good. The third quarter comes to a close. They lead by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Sinks it from distance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And that one's good.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
Yeah, breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
From 11 feet away, and he gets it to go.
Just how you draw it up. That's a look they'll take every time.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Shangoon, no good.
He has to make those shots, guys. If not, a lot of pressure is shifted to the perimeter shooters to hit everything.
Pass to Šarić. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Not to be denied, Dario with determination to finish.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here's Baberovic. And he nails that one right through the heart. Baberovic has got his first basket.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Šarić off target from the wing. Gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within 5. And he makes both free throws.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Pass to Azonia. Fires the 3, and the three-pointer goes.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Baberovic. Shoots a fadeaway. Oh, right between the eyes. All net that time.
Just a bad time for a defensive breakdown, and he really took advantage.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
Here's Larkin. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Smith. That one's wide left.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
Gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup to the bucket.
Here's Larkin. Misses the 3. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they go to the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter here, and Chris Finch wants a timeout. From the inbound, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
And I love when Şengün is aggressive inside, making the D foul him right there.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
So they get the victory here at home. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
Great ball movement tonight, RJ. These teams love sharing the wealth out there.
And you gotta love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Reza Shea is out there with Song. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Hayes in at the point guard. Now here's Barrett. Tipped away. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Fournier. And it's good, 2 points.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Barrett. Murray kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Here's Reza Shea, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Sarr. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good.
That's where you want Sarr doing his work offensively. He is a tough cover in the paint.
Pass to Wiles. Murray scanning the floor. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And while the offense is developing, Alex Sarr is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, and along with being a great rim protector, he's a 7-footer who can really slide his feet on the perimeter. He can switch on the guards and make them work for their opportunities.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Dort, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And that one, good.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Fournier and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Rizachet. Wembanyama sets his screen for Hayes. The 19-footer is on the money.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Outside Barrett. 1:15 left to play here in the first. Murray, good.
And inside Murray's attacking mentality pays off. He just works hard to find his own shot.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And we get a moment to check out the team's scoring leaders.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Fournier pass to Gobert. Koulibaly with it. 6 on the shot clock. Over in the corner, Batum. Pass to Fournier. There's the 3. Hands it from downtown. Fournier's got 5 points so far.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Brooks. Now Murray. He's guarded by Fournier. Launches from deep. Murray, no good. Gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. No good from Yabusele. Now, here's George. He's tightly guarded. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Some physicality there from Lou. Pushing past the contact and into the shot.
Left side Fournier. Lets it go from deep. Connects from three-point range. 8 points for him.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Up 10. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Can they keep up the pace? Who knows, but they're already in a great position to win this one.
We've got Lou Dort. Clark is out there with Dillon Brooks. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. You talk about reputations, RJ. Few have one like Dillon Brooks.
I'll give it to this man. He is fearless. He doesn't care if it's Steph, LeBron, his mom, whoever. Dillon is trying to get in their heads. You want guys like that on your side.
Gobert is out there with Yabusele. Then there's Batum. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Reza Shea in at the 2. Nikhil Alexander-Walker out there with Gilgeous Alexander. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Brooks in at the 4.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Alexander-Walker with the ball. Still without a basket. Pass to Yabusele. Back to Koulibaly. Now Reza Shea. Always going up for the alley-oop here. It's stolen by Gilgeous Alexander. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of the shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. Fast break, here they come. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity. Oh, yes! How's that for a show? Dort looking like he wants to be in the dunk contest with slams like that.
1:49 left now here in the second. Here's Koulibaly. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Brooks outside. Inside. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
Here's Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
Nice ball movement there, delivered the pass right on time.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Looking for a breather, and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look here at the visitors. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference. 2 games back. Wiggins passes to Murray. To the inside. Olynyk. Out to Barrett. Here's the 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Fournier. Here's Wembanyama. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Wembanyama's got 5 points so far. Higgins outside. Back to Murray. From past the arc. And Sarr pulls it down. Gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Back to Hayes. To the paint. And Wembanyama too much inside.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Here's Murray driving the lane. Lays it up and banks it in. Murray's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Up 7. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the 3rd quarter.
Ready for the fan half-court shot drums. They're thinking about
Hey, folks, welcome to the halftime show.
You have to ask yourself, how much better can they play? Good decision-making, they made shots. That's very impressive, man. And
now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
Although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that. You know,
And that is it for halftime.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Nice game. Great performance by Evan Fournier.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. Sarr out there with Rizachet. Then there's Hayes. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Fournier in at the shooting guard. Clock at 6. Wide open look here for Murray. Drains the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
Such a quick and crafty player. Murray gets room and scores.
Hayes finds Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama with an evasive move.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
Olynyk sets a screen for Barrett. Master Olynyk fires the three. It's good from long range.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Rizachet with it. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Buries the long-range jumper. Rizachet's got 9.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Dort, he's checked in for lunch.
Your home team, number 13, Lugens Dort.
And Olynyk kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Rizachet with the steal. And here's the fast break. Here's Fournier. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And this kid, Rizachet, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
Now, here's Dort. Back to Murray. Fires the three. The shot, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage. That's it.
And Sarr throws it down hard.
Goodness, Sarr is a different type of athlete.
Pass to Olynyk. To end the run. Yep, it counts. Olynyk's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
A three from Wembanyama sinks the triple.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Barrett inside the three-point line. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. 7 points in the game.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. He's still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Now that we have the chance to show you the teams in the top of the NBA in steals this year.
And forcing turnovers is a point of pride for both these teams. That's why their steal numbers have been so high.
And Fournier kicks to Batum. Outside Fournier. Gobert with a screen on Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Fournier bangs home the trifecta. Fournier's got 13.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Brooks setting the pick for Barrett. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Gobert with a screen on Barrett. Koulibaly with it. Outguarded by Murray. On the wing, Batum. Back to Koulibaly. Pass to Fournier. Lets it go with the three. They get it back. And Gobert throws it down.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 14. And while we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Brooks. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Clark in at the center. Shot from 12. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
Pass to Koulibaly. Here's the lob to the hoop.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Outside, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low, here's Clark. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Hey guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. Now he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Thank you, David. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Pass to Wiles. Outside, Barrett. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And here's Fournier. Now, Sarr. Wembanyama, that's for 2. It's hauled in by Lyles.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him off.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Oh, strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Beyond the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
Incredible range from Gilgeous-Alexander, making a tough shot look easy.
Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Hits it from 3-point range.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Olynyk sets a screen for Barrett. Pass to Olynyk. Takes the 3. And Sarr pulls it down. Gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Outside Fournier. Offline with his 3. Thing is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Here's Wiles. Outside for Murray. Olenek sets a screen for Murray. Over Reza Shea. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Hayes. Czar with it. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Here's Brooks. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
Three-point shooting.
Oh, for sure, B.A. That's the usual game plan from both sides. It's going to be raining threes here tonight. And if they're falling, it's going to be a high-scoring affair.
Now the starting group for the visitors.
Yeah, if you allow Zubac's positioning near the cup, look out. This is what you can expect.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
For the away team, number 33 at the line for one.
Smith outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Hazonia. Here's Perkichin. Doncic grabs the miss. Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Out to the wing. Here's Smith. Count it.
Whew, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Now Doncic. 17 points in his last outing. Perkichin grabs the board. Gone 2 of 3 from the floor. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Uncovered. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Along with everything else, Doncic is a knockdown three-point shooter.
And there's the screen. Pass to Smith. To the left side wing. Here's Perkichin. Shot clock at 6. Šarić, the pass to Smith. He buries it from 3. Smith's got 5 now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Jonchar passes to Doncic. Another miss by Doncic.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Pass to Hazonia. Smith with it. He's got 5. Here's Hazonia. Smith outside. Here's Perkichin, up and over Doncic. And it's Perkichin missing. And 1:01 left now in the first quarter. Jonchar passes to Doncic. Again, Doncic missing.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Pass to Perkichin. Here's Hezonja. No points yet. Here's Perkichin. Now here's Smith. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And down it goes. 2 points. Doncic has got his second basket on the night.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete...
Oh, did he? He did! He got it to fall!
He did, B.A. So nice. Oh, what a miraculous shot. He's going to remember that one.
Listen, under direct...
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. They lead by 1, and the second quarter is on its way when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Dragic outside, to the inside. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
There's a screen. Takes the three. Nails it from beyond the arc. And it's a tie ball game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. From deep. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Approaching the midway point of the season now, Grant. How much do players want to be named an all-star?
You know, B.A., I'd say for the young guys and for guys in their twilight years, too, it means a lot. But for the guys that have done it a few times before, you know, sometimes that weekend off is a nice reset button.
And the first one at the line is good. Both teams will make substitutions.
2 shots.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Here's Hezonja. And the 3 off target. Gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. On Wednesday, and then on Tuesday.
Coming on the floor for the away team, number 5. Number 5.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second.
Timeout.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
And that night, they did a great job of executing their plays and creating mismatches.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Smith in the high post. He's got 5. 1:27 left to play in the first half of basketball. Hits the trifecta.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Chanchar. To the wing, right side. And here's Doncic. Luka! Lethal!
And Doncic loves the ability to respond with a three. That is tough.
Out to the right wing. Here's Smith. And he gets that one. Smith's got 10.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
43 seconds left in the first half. To the middle. Here's Chanchar. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there? Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Doncic. 4-3. Counted from distance. He's got 11.
Boy, the deep ball from Luka Doncic. This guy does not lack for confidence.
Here's Smith. Fades back. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Up 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
They've been choosy when hunting for shots, guys. I like that. Trying to capitalize on every single possession.
And next, a look at some. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Smith's gone 6 of 7, making it look easy here. Ivica Zubac's out there with Dario Saric. Then it's Smith, and it's Hazonia in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. From deep, here's Doncic. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Smith. Money from 17 feet out. Smith's got 16 points now.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
That one goes. Count it. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Smith right side. Pass to Hazonia. Unloads. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Doncic throwing his weight around.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Smith outside. Pass to Hazonia. Saric outside. Off target with the 3.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Just 5 on the clock. From deep, here's Doncic. Doncic! 3-ball from the corner is good.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now. Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. We look at the last month's premier teams on the fast break.
And you know, over this stretch, they've really had their way in the open court, pushing the ball hard and getting those fast break points.
Minute 32 left in the third. Down low. From 7 feet. It's deflected.
How about Zubac? Works so hard on the defensive end. Nicely done.
Smith. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
So both teams making some changes here. Smith hits them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
A minute 4 left in the third. Somehow scores the layup in traffic. He's got 5.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The fadeaway. And it's Dragic with the rebound. Got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third.
Hey, yo, right here.
Clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. The shot off that time.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Now here's Bogdanovic. And the basket by Perkichin. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. They lead by 6. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Pass to Dragic. Shot clock at 5. Basket counts.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
The 3 ball. Perkichin grabs the board. Perkichin's got 4 rebounds in the game. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. That shot wide open.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Charic outside. Doncic grabs the miss. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now. There's a minute 54 left in the fourth. Fader on the way, and no good, trying to use the glass. Gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Pass to Zubac. Now here's Smith. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Well, this is Zubac. He's such a team-first guy. You find an open teammate, put the ball where it needs to be.
Luka against resistance.
Was there ever a doubt they'd go to Luka Doncic? This guy is a big-time performer.
Gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Pass to Smith. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Smith's got 22.
The defense can't be so relaxed at this stage of the game. Not against him.
I think he takes that kind of defense as a sign of disrespect, and he was more than happy to accept the challenge. That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Pass to Smith. Fade away. That shot missing.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Yes! Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. Zubac passes to Smith. Here's Hazonia. And he sinks it. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Big time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
26 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. 26 seconds left to play in the fourth. Lets it go from 11. Smith no good. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
So the first one drops, and that puts him up 5. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Smith outside. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 7-point game. The visiting club takes the win on the road. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For
Top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight. Defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Josh Giddey. Joe Ingles is out there with Dante Exum. And it's Mills. And it's Landale in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Giddey. The shot from the low post is good.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
On the wing, Murray. Pass to Wiles. Barrett with the ball. 5 on the clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Giddey. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Exum finds Giddey. Launches a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Giddey's got 5.
And not a guy who takes a ton of threes, but Giddey can knock them down if you let him.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Pass to Olynyk. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Giddey.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
To the paint. Here's Landale. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's Murray. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Yeah, that's tough to stop. Murray loves showing off that handle whenever he can.
Pass to Ingles. Exum kicks to Giddey. Drills it from outside. 8 points for him.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best move. Let's go. Next dancer. Dancing machine. He's a dancing machine.
Green is checked in for Joe Ingles. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they've put up this month.
And this is the kind of shooting these teams would love to have all season long. I mean, they've both been on a tear here of late.
.141 left in the first quarter. Outside, Barrett takes a 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, Barrett likes to shoot threes at a steady clip, and he's pretty free with those shots.
On the wing, Green. 1:14 left in the first quarter. And he makes that one. Giddey's got 10 points in the game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Murray outside. Pass to Olynyk. It's up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And that ties it up.
Not just a low post threat. Olynyk is also capable of doing damage with his jumper.
Here's Landale. Inside. Now, here's Exum. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Olynyk, a screen on Green. Here's Barrett. The baseline jumper goes down. 5 points in the game.
An effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Giddey with it. 10 points for him. Pass to Mills. And the 3 ball is good.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Here's Olynyk. Misses the jumper. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Leading by 4. We've got more. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
You've got Dylan Brooks. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Dort in at the 4. Green is out there with Joe Ingles. Then it's Simmons. Then it's Daniels. And it's Baines in at center. Dan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there's so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send a second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
We've got Lou Dort, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Brooks, and it's Clark in at center, locking down the middle. We've got Aaron Baines. Green is out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Ben Simmons, and it's Daniels in at the 2 spot. We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Let's see who's the loudest.
Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Taking a look here at the visitors. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. Quarter #2 with just over a minute gone. Now Simmons, nothing on the board. Here is Daniels, just 5 on the clock. From 13, launches it. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort against Baines. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Who needs the NBA draft? I mean, Dort worked his way onto the team, into the rotation, and then turns into a key contributor.
That one misses.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Green. Simmons passes to Giddey to the inside, and Green slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Simmons. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Brooks.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
Giddey against Barrett. Here's Furphy. A three from Simmons. It's rebounded by Barrett.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
With the teardrop, and Dort lays it in.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
And here is Giddey. He's got 10. 1:04 left in the first half.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Got a nice 3 of 3 to start the second.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And a quick look now at the NBA scoring leaders. 5th, Josh Giddey.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Murray outside. For three. Ingles with the rebound. Gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Mills with it. Murray on him. Mills looking it over. Pass to Ingles. Fires top of the key. A nice shot by Exum. Exum's got his second bucket of the night. Now here's Murray. Not a lot of room. And it's Murray with the jam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. They lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
They're clicking from outside. Hard cuts to the ball and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality.
And right now, thank you for being with us.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing, guys, from Josh Giddey.
There's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
Murray out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Trey Lyons. And it's Barrett at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Down low, it's stolen by Ingles. Pass to Giddey. Now Mills. Well, Stan, as a former coach, I imagine it has to be hard for you to watch basketball as a fan.
Well, it is. It's very hard, almost impossible. I'm almost always watching from a coach's standpoint, an X and O standpoint. But I will say, even when I was standing on the sidelines, NBA players are so good that you have fan moments even while you're coaching.
It seems like every game we see something we've never seen before, right?
I can remember turning around to my assistants and saying, "Can you believe that?"
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I like Giddey getting physical, challenging the defense.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Wonderfully up to this point, 67%. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Dort, he's checked in for Trey Lyons. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here's Giddey. He's got 11. We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. And you take a look at this home team. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And this is why many are excited about Giddey's future, showing how dangerous he can be on offense.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer. And no good that time. Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Giddey kicks to Mills. Back to Giddey. Sinks that one from the post. Giddey's got 15.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Outside, Dort. Pass to Olynyk. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Drills the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Exum deciding where to go with it. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Alexander Walker finds Brooks. Clark the pass to Murray. 6 to shoot. Nails the wide open jump shot. Murray's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Crisp, clean mechanics there. Just a pure shot from Jamal Murray.
Pass to Daniel from deep. And that comes off the assist by Exum.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. Here's Alexander Walker. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Leading by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. We've got Ben Simmons, Aaron Baines out there with Green. Then it's Daniels, and it's Thibault in at the small forward position. And the shot is good.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Daniels passes to Thibault. The tray. It's Clark with the rebound. The ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. Simmons against Gilgeous-Alexander. To tie it up. That's his 4th miss. He's made 5 of 9. Doing fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First one falls for him. And he can't hit the second. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the try. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
Exum, he's checked in for Josh Green. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. Now he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. He's done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. They set the pick. Giddy, a three-pointer is right on target.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot, and when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Olynyk sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13 points here in the second half alone. 2 minutes. Here's Giddy, and stolen by Murray. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't hit from in close. Here's Mills. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, what I want to know, where is the communication defensively?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Mills. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 21 in the game.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
That one goes in.
Oh, stone cold stuff there from Josh Giddey. Big time shot in the moment.
1:04 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good! And that shot brings them to within just one.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And I love going to Giddey there at 6'8". With his skill, Josh can get that one off anytime he wants.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Screen by Olynyk. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Got it.
And what a shot from Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy isn't afraid of the moment. Wow.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Now Exum. Ingles with a screen on Barrett. Exum nails the tray.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
19 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Murray. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, that's the way Murray can create chances. That's why you want him with the ball in clutch situations.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
Barrett for 3. That one's not going to go. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was.
Teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Sarr out there with Risache. Then there's Hayes. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Fournier in at the 2. Now here's Fournier. Pass to Zubats. Smith against Fournier. And the shot goes in.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Here's Hayes. Fades and shoots. It's rebounded by Zubats. Allie LaForce had a chance to catch up with head coach Chauncey Billups. Allie, what do you have to say?
He said they spent all week watching film on Victor Wembanyama, trying to find flaws that they could take advantage of. No such luck. So their mission tonight is to try to make someone else beat them, which coach admits could be fool's errand.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Fournier. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. Hits the three-pointer.
Yeah, Fournier did a great job. He waited for that window to open, took advantage.
Pass to Smith. Here's Šarić. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. Releases. Smith no good.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Hayes, shot's good.
And Hayes finishing the play. That's impressive after he took the hit.
Gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Šarić outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Right wing. Pass to Smith. Over to the left wing. Three-pointer. Here's Zubats. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
The effort level from Zubats is something that the coaching staff and obviously his teammates greatly appreciate. Night in and night out, he's giving you his all.
Bogdanovich has checked in for Smith. So he gets them both. 1:46 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Sar. And here's Koulibaly. Batum outside. Fires for 3. Buries it from 3.
And Batum pretty consistent from the three-point line. Defenses cannot afford to give him that kind of slack.
Now here's Zubats. And we've got 1:18 left in the first quarter here. Here's Šarić. Yes, it's good.
Šarić, one of those guys with size and a combination of a deft touch. And in close, he's effective.
Batum outside. Pass to Sar. There's the 3. And Azonia pulls it down. Gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Šarić outside. Here's Bogdanovich. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Here's Sar. Šarić covers. Sar passes to Fournier. Now here's Wembanyama. 14 feet away. Count it.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Azonia. No made baskets yet. Zubats passes to Bogdanovich. 5 to shoot. Fades away. The shot comes out.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. They lead by a bucket. Let's take it. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
We got Risache. He's out there with Bilal Koulibaly. Nicholas Batum out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Yabusele in at the 4. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot. Now Koulibaly. Pass to Gobert. Here's Yabusele. Outside Koulibaly. Risache. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
It's always good to see Risache mixing it up down low.
Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Here's Smith. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Smith's got 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Here's Yabusele. Back to Koulibaly. And that one is stuffed right through.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
The 3 is up. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2. This can be a time of the season when it's hard for players to keep their focus, Grant.
Oh, man, B.A., the buzz of a new season is behind you. The playoffs are a long way off. This is when a coach earns his keep, making sure his guys stay energized and focused.
And Batum has the answer locked and loaded from the three-point line.
Smith outside. Pass to Perkichin. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. To the paint. Here's Risache. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Koulibaly. Oh, he missed the chippy right there.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Using his post moves to get the 2 points. He's got 7.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So both teams changing it up here. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Fournier with the ball. Guarded by Smith. Wembanyama, no good. Gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Pass to Šarić. Smith outside. To the middle. Here's Hazonia. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Oh, Wembanyama reaches up and throws it down.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Pass to Hazonia. Smith outside. Here's the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Smith's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Left side, Wembanyama buries it from about 10 feet away.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. They're up by 1. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
Gotta love All-Star Weekend, guys, especially when it comes to the three-point contest.
I think we should have a three-point contest right. Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in this arena, man. They fed off that. Big-time home court advantage here.
And that's it for halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Shooting at around 60% in this one. Very efficient. They've got Dario Šarić. He's out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Hazonia in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups.
Such great concentration from Zubac. He's a man on a mission to just dominate the paint on a nightly basis.
And Zubac drops them both. Shooting an efficient 64%. Excellent. Pass to Wembanyama.
It's such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Free throw good, Wembanyama. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Šarić outside. And here's Zubac. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Here's Hazonia. Pure from three-point range. 5 points in the game.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Back to Hayes. Pass to Sarr. Zubac against Wembanyama. Great D that time from Zubac. Well, we got a close one here in Brooklyn, and that game will conclude a 4-game homestand for them. Here's Hazonia. Drills it from deep.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Fournier with the bucket.
Fournier with really quick hands there.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Pass to Zubac. Smith outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Hazonia. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Sinks the 15-footer. Wembanyama's gotten 4 this quarter.
And Wemby's got the mid-range shot down. He's just so confident from there.
Šarić, the pass to Zubac. Smith outside. Lets the 3 fly. Hazonia gets the bucket.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
1:25 left in the third quarter. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Sarr. Takes the 3. And Hazonia pulls it down. Inside. Shot's good by Šarić. Šarić has got his second bucket on the night.
Coaching staff would like some more shots from that range.
There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot's good by Sarr.
Yeah, still a developing part of Sarr's game, but he looked confident with that triple.
Pass to Šarić. Here's Hazonia. Smith inside. Fournier covering. 6 to shoot. Here's Hazonia. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Hayes with it. Pass to Fournier. Wembanyama down low. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That one misses.
For the away team.
And he sinks the second. One second left. The shot misses. And we've reached the end of the third. Up 5. We've got more. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Rudy Gobert, Bilal Coulibaly out there with Nicholas Batum, and a Giabaselli in at the 4. From downtown, the rebound by Giabaselli. Shooting has been spectacular, 67%, just incredible. Pass to Gobert. Back to Coulibaly. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jang. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing. Shooting really well in this matchup. 62% from the floor. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. Well, Coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Pass to Azonia. Fires for three. Sinks it from distance.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Šarić. Pass to Smith. Over Fournier. Smith no good.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Outside for Wembanyama. Ooh, Wembanyama with the silky stroke from three.
And you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
Smith with a screen on Hayes. And here's Šarić. Pass to Smith. Over Fournier. Smith no good.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Here's Wembanyama. No good off the glass. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Pass to Šarić. Shot clock at 5.
First team foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. .111 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Wembanyama. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Yeah, Wembanyama fights for his bucket, using his size to get it done despite the foul.
Pass to Smith. Over Fournier. Yes! He nails it! 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Wembanyama. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct. Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
This demonstrates leadership. Victor wanting to be the guy to make the big shot.
Fournier brings the double. Pass to Azonia. Here's Zubac. Over to the wing. Šarić outside. Just 5 to shoot. For 3. Knocks it down from distance. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
Hey, shot's good. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's
To the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Abrinas. To the middle. Here's Diaz. This one for three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Up top, Doncic. Pocket six. Off target from three-point range. It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s. Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
That is the question, Kevin, and I'm not sure he does, because in the first part of his career, he's been all-NBA consistently, and we're talking first team multiple times. He's averaged over 30 in a season. I don't think there is a ceiling, Kevin.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Wow, quick trigger from Luka. Ready on the catch to release and fire.
Pass to Abrinas. Here's Eldama. Here's Abrinas. 11-point game his last outing. Inside, here's Hernan Gomez.
And this is what the coaches want to see more of from Willie. Attacking the rim with big-time attitude.
Doncic right side. Over Hernan Gomez. Drops it in from 11 feet. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Abrinas. Pass to Diaz. No good from outside. Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Doncic feeling it out. And it's denied. 1:37 left in the first quarter of the game.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And Will Hardy is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. In the second half of the season, this group of teams has really heated up from beyond the arc.
I mean, they've gotten better at shooting the ball as the season has gone on, and you like their trajectory. I mean, they're in a great offensive groove right now.
Doncic outside. The three. Rubio with the rebound. Out left of the wing. Pulls it up high. And Aldama slams it in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. We talked about the strategy for taking on a guy like Luka Doncic. He told me that the thing is Luka steals all the attention out there, which allows his teammates to find open looks, so we're not going to let him distract us on defense. So it sounds like they'll be focusing on defending against Luka and company, not just Luka. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Diaz. After Luka Doncic's bucket. 34 seconds left to play in the first. Fires for three. It's good from long range. Doncic has got 10 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Back to Rubio. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Abrinas drills the baseline jumper.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance. Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. They lead by 3. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Pass to Dragic. Here's John Shaw. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Now Rubio. To the paint. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Here's Chanshaw. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
So he gets them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Rubio outside. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. They set the screen. Pass to Dragic. 6 on the shot clock. Well, if you believe that a point guard's defense is just as important as his offense, then these guys have been outstanding lately. The point guard steal leaders for the past 10 games. Second, Ricky Rubio.
And with these guys, they are always going to give you an equally outstanding effort at both ends of the floor. I mean, it takes very aggressive defense to put up steal numbers like that.
You know, I think that's the mentality they have when it comes to defending aggressive. They don't let up for 1 single second at that end of the floor, and they're always looking to cause you discomfort.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Garuba. Rubio taking his time here. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Up top, Dragic. He has yet to score, and yes, it's good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
To the inside, shoots it, up and in with the jumper near the hoop. He has 6.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. So both teams changing it up here. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. And you take a look at this home team. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record of the conference. A few slots below that. Pass to Chanchar. They set the pick. Doncic outside from downtown. It's not going to go for him. Gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Hernangomez with the ball. Hernangomez. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
.50 seconds left in the first half of the game. And here's Doncic from the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Doncic has got 13.
That's his first triple of the second period, third of the game.
Diaz the pass to Aldama. Here's Abrinas. Fires, high post. It's hauled in by Doncic.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
There's 10 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Shoots the 3. Oh, Doncic from way outside.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
You love to see this kind of chemistry. It's like our chemistry on the set. Everyone knows his rank.
You know what, Ernie, for once.
And guys, let's take a moment. And that's all for us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
We've got Hernangomez, and it's Aldama in at the power forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Pass to Abrinas. Hernangomez a screen. And the three ball is good. Abrinas has got his third basket of the night right there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Oh, Doncic with a confident three ball.
And Doncic loves the ability to respond with a three. That is tough.
Luka Doncic started off his 2024 Doris with a historic scoring performance.
He sure did, Kevin. He was only the fourth player in league history to score over 72 points in a game. It was the shooting performance of a lifetime, and Luka just takes it all in stride. Incredible.
Here's Doncic. Hernangomez grabs the miss. Hernangomez has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Abrinas. From the arc. It's rebounded by Doncic. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Chunchar, off target with the jump hook. It's a close game here in Brooklyn. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Here's Dion. No scoring in this one. It's good.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been in a groove from the free throw line since the All-Star break.
They are really dialed in at the line, especially since the break. I mean, really shooting an impressive percentage from the line.
Pass to Chunchar. There's the triple. Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Rubio outside. Here's Abrinas. The 3, just 5 to shoot. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Here's Chunchar. Hernan Gomez covering. Count that bucket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Pass to Abrinas for the 3. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
44 seconds left to play in the third. They kick out to Dragic. To the wing on the left. Here's Chunchar. This one for 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Abrinas with the bucket. Abrinas has got 12 now in this quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Buries it down low. 5 points in the game.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Fires from way outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. The third quarter comes to a close. They're up by 8. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Tyronn Lue.
You got to make the right play like you've been doing all night, all right? If they're going to try to help and tag.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Rubio, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Rubio. And he banks in the layup.
Well, the balance that Ricky Rubio has, even under duress, stays calm and finds a way to score it.
Can't cash in from close range.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Hernan Gomez finds Rubio. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And the layup's good off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, now during that break, Will Hardy with some good words for his team. Now, he asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Diaz. Shot from the wing, and the shot goes in.
You know, you have to use the bounce pass in that instance to make the catch easier.
Here's Doncic. Doncic converts inside.
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
Gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Personal foul, first team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Your home team. 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Doncic has got 23.
This guy is an absolute machine. Luka Doncic keeping his foot on the gas and giving the defense everything they can handle.
Here's Diaz. Guarded by Doncic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Lets it go with a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Doncic has got 7 points for the quarter.
We know this is one aspect that Luka consistently goes to. It's either in the paint or from deep. You've got to guard the long ball.
Hernan Gomez with a screen on Doncic. The shot by Diaz, no good.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Elbow shot is on the way. Aldama with the rebound. And the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. 51 seconds left in the game. Aprinas the pass to Diaz. Shoots over Doncic, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
On the money from 12 feet away. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Aprinas. He's feeling it. The shot's good.
Luka Doncic.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge